today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Feliz Navidad by Feliciano on the guitar. So here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you're only going to need to know 5 different chord shapes to play through this song, and we're going to start with our G chord, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner course right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out. The next chord shape is our A7. We also have our D major and our E minor. And then the last chord is our B minor. However, I know I labeled this a beginner-friendly tutorial, so if you are struggling with bar chords, another way you can play this B minor is to do an alternative fingering like this. Or you could also replace this with your B minor 7 chord. So those are some beginner-friendly options for you. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really memorize these chord shapes, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it will make learning the rest of the song so much easier. And if this is a skill you're currently struggling with, I would recommend checking out my Practice With Me series, where we go through this skill in real time together. But once you have that down, we can go ahead and talk about the strumming for this song. Alright, so like I always say, if you are brand new to playing guitar or you struggle with singing and playing at the same time, the first thing I would suggest you do is bring up the song and play through it with a single down strum on every chord change as you sing through the song, and just take a mental note of what word you're singing whenever those chords are changing. So here's a quick example of what that would look like. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. Okay? And so basically you'd want to do that for the entire song and just make sure you know where those chords are going to be changing. And this is actually something you can do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out for free, so I will make sure to leave that link in the description box below, as well as in this iCard right up here. But once you have that practice pattern down, we can talk about a more full strumming pattern that you can use for this song. Alright guys, so for the strumming pattern for this song, as you can see, my recommendation is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, with some chucking in there. So let's go ahead and zoom in and talk a little bit more about this rhythm. Alright guys, so we are going to be in an 8th note strumming rhythm today. So basically it's going to count like this. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, 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 down, up. Alright, so it's super straightforward. It's just down and up strums for the entire thing on an 8th note count. So basically what you want to do is you would play this pattern through one time for each chord as you go through the song. So let's go ahead and bring up the verses, the Feliz Navidad part. And as you can see here, what we're going to do is play each of these chords with the full strumming pattern one time through. So for G, we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we have A7, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. To D, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. To B minor. So you might have noticed some of these arrows have an X on them. So what I actually mean by that is we want to chuck these strums. So if you've never heard of that before, basically what you want to do is when you come down on with your pick on your right hand, instead of letting the note ring out, you kind of want to use the side of your palm to kind of slide down the strings as you play them to mute them. It's almost kind of like a palm mute, but you want it to be more of a scratchy sound. All right? So you want to try not to hear any actual tones coming out of your guitar. It sounds painful, but it's not painful, but you want to kind of scrape your hand against the strings as you strum down, okay? So if you add that chucking in there and we do this pattern through one time per chord, you can actually use this strumming pattern to play through the entire song. So let's go ahead and do part of the verses to see what that sounds like. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. And the beautiful thing about about this song is that little section that we just played on the guitar, it's going to repeat itself over and over again for the entire song, including the choruses. So let's go ahead and look at the chorus. We're gonna play it exactly the same way on our guitar. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Alright, and you can see there whenever we end this little phrase on that D chord, you just want to do a single down strum and then kind of slap the strings to mute them. And that's going to end that phrase, and then you just come right back in. Feliz Navidad. Alright, and it just kind of goes like that over and over again until the end of the song. Alright, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to really get that strumming rhythm under your belt. And if that chucking technique is something that's new to you, it can take a little bit of practice to get used to, so just give yourself plenty of time to do that. But once you have that strumming down, we can actually apply it to play through the entire song. So let's go ahead and go through the playthrough. 1, 2, ready, go. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Want to play through the rest of this song with me? Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock the full fast track play along tutorial where we go through the whole song in real time together. It's all for free, so I will make sure to leave that link in the description box below, as well as in a pinned comment under this video. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe and feel, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there. Bye!